Someone shared a teaching from a festival with me recently where Geshe was emphasizing the thought, I who am momentary, not remaining for a second moment. I who am momentary, not remaining for a second moment. We can think like this. These identifications actually no problem because they're like momentary identifications, aren't they? We're that, but just for a moment. What's problematic is when we get stuck in an identification with one kind of thought or one kind of feeling or experience, so that it comes to define us, or we feel like it defines us, and in that experience then it also limits us, defines us, it limits us, it restricts us, in fact. Actually, the truth is we don't have to identify with any of these thoughts or feelings or experiences. It's not strictly necessary, like a habit we've developed. Instead, if we wish, we can just experience that feeling. We can just have that thought without identifying with it in any way, without grasping at it in this way. None of it needs to define us. We can think of our mind like the ocean, like we did in meditation. Each thought is like a single wave, each feeling like a single wave. And same is true with our identities. Each identity is like a single wave. They're momentary waves of thought. In identifications, it's the thought I am, but still just a momentary wave of thought, isn't it? I think I'm an anxious person. It's just a momentary wave of thought, a momentary identification with that particular experience, momentary experience. So the wonderful thing about this is that in each moment, the I, ourself, our ego, our I, the I who is momentary, not remaining for a second moment, if you can, maybe just try to meditate with this phrase, this, use it like a mantra in daily life. Just take a moment now and again and think, I who am momentary, not remaining for a second moment. Gives you a direct experience of that sense of actually all there is this moment. But the I who's momentary, not remaining for a second moment, that I can be chosen. In fact, we can choose. We have the power to choose. It's incredible, really. It's incredible. We have this power of choice. We neglect to choose. We can choose. So we can choose an I. In as much as we want to or need to, we choose an I, for example, who's generating love, or I who is practicing giving, practicing acceptance, developing renunciation, compassion. These type of identifications, will take us in the right direction. And these type of identifications, you'll find maybe too, we don't grasp at so much. We let them be momentary and we embrace them, in that moment as a way to be, as a practice. We can also identify, for example, with our impermanent qualities, as we're doing with this. It's like subtle impermanence, isn't it? I who am momentary, but we can think too that we're momentary, we're temporary in this life, I suppose. We can think of ourselves as a traveler, maybe easier, maybe a little easier than I am momentary. Well, I'm a traveler. It's still very powerful to think like this. I'm a traveler passing through this life. It's true, isn't it? We're not here forever. We're a traveler. We think like this, if we really get into this sense of identification, I'm a traveler passing through, it helps us to stop grasping so much, at the things of this life. You're wanting to hold on, all that tight, grasping mind, wanting to hold on to everything. The source of so much of our suffering. This new identification, we could say, like wisdom identification. I'm just a traveler passing through. We relax, we enjoy, in fact, we enjoy what's there without grasping at it.